So you think you were right? Bring it on, bring it on.
Hello, vlog world.
Hi guys. Today we are going to be talking about how we met. So let's just get into the video. All right, where did we meet at?
We met at the App Store, is what I tell people. See, it feels so rehearsed because we've already done this entire video.
I know, but it was bad. I looked like I was doing drugs in that video.
Yeah, it was just harsh lighting.
It was bad lighting.
Well,
But anyways, we're redoing it. So
Okay.
we met.
so the thing I like to tell people when they ask us where we met, and when we joke back, is Krista didn't want me to tell people where we met at first, so I used to say, tease them to say the App Store.
It used to be more like weirder, I guess.
I guess that's true.
It's like
We met
now
on-
it's
we
like
met
now
on
it's
Tinder.
weird.
We
Yeah,
met
we
on
met on
Tinder.
Tinder, on good old Tinder.
We were not, I don't think either one of us was really looking for like a in-depth relationship on there. We were
No.
just kind of both done with our...
I gave up. I was like every
also
guy.
gave up.
Yeah, he gave up too. We both gave up.
We were both...
We were both in the.
You had had a longer time.
Yeah, I'd been
Of
like
giving
single
up.
for like a year at that point.
I had been single for like a few months.
Yeah, so. But we'd both given up, and we were both in the same mindset that whoever we end up with is going to be
Kind of crappy.
kind of crappy. Yeah.
Kind of
and-
not really... You know, basically looking for someone you could tolerate.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And so
like,
therefore, with that in mind, really going into it, not really looking for someone long-term at
Yeah,
all,
yeah,
and
yeah.
just being like, you know...
So he had like really bad pictures on his Tinder.
They weren't
Yeah,
that bad.
they were bad. They were bad. And I remember there was like one picture.
Not all of us are Instagram models.
There was one picture and it was like kind of dark and it was like in a bar and there was like other people. And I was like looking at it, I was like, huh. I was like, this one, like he might be cute, but I can't tell. Like,
Yeah, if you squint
there's
real
a- yeah, if you
hard, it
squint
might
real
blur
hard and, like,
into something attractive.
So we talked for like 2 weeks before we met up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we like texted for like 2 weeks before we met up. And I was like, when I went there like to meet up with him, because we were gonna go out to dinner, I was like, okay, like if he's ugly, like I'm literally just gonna leave. Like I don't care. Like if he's ugly, I'm just gonna leave. Like I was like, I'm not gonna waste my time.
What a
With
deep,
him if he's ugly.
caring, non-shallow person.
Well, what am I gonna say? Like if I think you're not attractive,
No,
I'm
I
gonna
feel
be
ya.
like,
I get
I'm
you.
just like, okay, like I can't.
I think it's funny.
But yeah, so that was my mindset going into our first date.
My mindset was more of a mess going into the first date.
Oh yeah, he's a hot mess.
My ex-girlfriend had called me and we were up, like, I was talking to her probably until, you know, midnight or something. It was like a work night. It was like a Wednesday or something that we went out.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh yeah, because like our next date was like the weekend and it was a couple days later.
Yeah. Or it might have been.
I don't think so. I think it was during the week.
Okay, yeah.
I think it was during the week now that you mention it.
Well, but you did go out afterwards to the... See,
But it was
might
my
have been
friend's
like a
birthday
Friday.
though.
It might have been like a Friday. Whatever it was, I had work that day, and I was... So I'd already been up late, went to work, you know, worked all day, tired, and I was really debating on whether or not I should go. My ex was still texting me, and I was kind of like, if you tell me not to go on this thing, then I won't go. But otherwise, I'm moving on, and I'm done done with this. And she's like, no, you should. I'm not gonna be loyal to you or something to that
she regret
effect.
that now. Anyway, go on.
So yeah. So
Yeah. So ironically, so after that date, after we went out on our first date, I was meeting up with my ex because he'd been like begging me to see him for months, and I was like, fine, like I'll meet up with you. But it's also like one of my friend's birthdays, so I was like, okay, go on this date, go meet up with my ex, see whatever BS he's gonna say, and then go and hang out with my friend for her birthday. So that was it. Our first date was at a bar, and it was okay. It wasn't the best first date I've ever been on.
Oh, so I'd been up all, you know, I'd not slept very much the night before. I had like a bunch of monsters to get myself amped. I actually told her, I was like, yeah, I'm feeling sick, maybe we should reschedule this or something, and she sent me just a growling emoji face, like.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, before I went on the date, I accidentally locked myself out of the house.
Oh yeah.
Because I walked out of the house with just like without my keys, so I couldn't drive anywhere and I couldn't go anywhere, and I was just like outside and it was cold because it's February, and I was like, crap. Like but luckily like my mom was down the street, so I was able to like get in the house and leave, and I still beat him there. So she you know, sent me this, the growly face. I was like, all right, I gotta pull through this. Yeah, if he didn't show up, I probably
I was talking to people at work, and they're like, come on, man, this could be the one. And I'm like, okay, like, probably not. And I was like, and so I drank a few monsters. I was
yeah,
like,
he was
hyped.
hyped.
Do this.
He showed me his sweaty armpits on our first date.
I thought she was like looking at him.
I didn't.
And I was kind of like,
them.
and then I told her the whole spiel about
how he had monsters and how he's like caffeinated and stressed or whatever. And he's like,
well, it was like just like all the like I had so much caffeine.
I was kind of tipsy
involuntarily
because I was like preparing for like the other nonsense I was going to deal with afterwards. So like I was kind of tipsy. But yeah, I was okay. I don't know. I don't even think we got food. I don't remember.
We might have. I don't know. It was. But anyway, so I walked you back to your car.
Yeah. And then we had an awkward hug.
Yes, because I was like, it is the first date, but I think I'm gonna try to give her a kiss here. And I did not realize. No, I was going in for a hug. Yes, and
I was prepared for a hug.
And she was like, nope. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it is the first date.
I was going in for a hug. Like, I didn't know.
I was like, it's the first date.
I had no idea.
No big deal. Like, okay,
it was awkward. I was like, that was a weird hug.
Yeah. And she didn't realize I was trying to kiss her there.
I didn't. Yeah, it was awkward. I was like, okay.
She just totally like pushed me aside, basically. I was like, oh.
No, I didn't, because I was confused because you were coming in for a kiss, but I was going for a hug. So I was like, why is his face like going, like why is his, why is his face going the same direction as my face? Like, I was so confused because I was like, he's not trying. It didn't even cross my mind that you were trying to kiss me, like at all. I had no idea.
So the second date.
Was that when we went to Mardi Gras?
No, that's the.
No, Mardi Gras was our second date, yeah. So Mardi Gras was our second date, and we walked around. We were pretty intoxicated all day.
Yep, it was fun.
This is Mardi Gras down in Soulard.
Yep.
So
we're walking down there. So this is the second date fiasco. So Krista's holding my hand, and
I was all like, hold on, put your arm down here. I was all like this, like, oh yeah. I was like holding his hand or whatever.
And we go up. We're out of our first drink. Yeah. And so we go to get a refill.
Yeah, I was getting our second drinks.
And we're both standing there, and she's like right here, like holding on to me, and it's cold or whatever, and she's like. We were talking about something, and she's just telling me about how much she liked me because we had so many things in common and blah blah. And I was like, this is perfect. This is the moment. And then I come in, and we're about to kiss, and then she's like, a bartender's right, and then she like runs off. And I was like,
I think I got like too nervous because you take too long.
I was pulling you in for the kiss.
I got too nervous.
Yeah. So, and then she tries to say that, you never even tried, and now you're like, yeah.
Yeah, like Bailey.
You know,
I did. Yeah. But like, I was like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that. And then I was kind of like, every time I was like, I'd like get nervous and like avoid it.
And she asks me sometimes like, well, why didn't you try to kiss me when we went to the bathroom, went to the porta potties, like because we were surrounded by porta potties.
No, I was saying, I was like, no, that's not the moment.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, this is not the moment.
It was not the moment. So, there was no first kiss on the second date.
Yeah, no kiss. So it's the third date, which was the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I was rooting for the Denver Broncos.
Boo.
He was rooting for the losing team.
The Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. And, what were we doing? We were just at your friend's apartment, like chilling, eating.
Yep. Super Bowl food.
Whatever.
Yep.
Chilling.
And so the game.
I'm gonna send her a picture. I still have that picture of us.
Oh yeah, you should pop it up there.
Yeah, I'll pop it up there.
We had the Snapchat filter on.
Yeah. So at the end of the date, he walks me out to my car, and we're like, okay, all right. You guys ever seen the movie Hitch, right? And in the movie, like he's like trying to teach the dude like how to kiss the girl, and he's like, it's 90-10, it's 90-10. So like the guy's supposed to go in 90, and then the girl does 10. Like that's the rules. But there's also like, they're like, oh, you know, a girl wants to kiss you, and she like, you know, like takes her time opening the door and like does it, you know, like, you know, gives you the opportunity basically to do it. So this is what I'm thinking in my mind. I was like, okay, maybe I haven't like given him the opportunity, so I'm gonna like give him like be very, very clear about.
Was that leaning back on your car?
Yeah, so he was leaning back on the car because he like, and we were like talking, and I was like standing like directly in front of him, and like I'm staring him right in his eyeballs, and I was like trying to send him like telepathic, like, if you don't kiss me right now, like, what's wrong with you? Like, I was staring, I was like, I probably look slightly crazy. I'm just like looking like right into his eyeballs, and
so
he didn't get the memo.
No.
So I'm like this, like in his eyeballs, and I'm just like, is this guy gonna kiss me or not?
Well,
like, what is wrong with him?
Further back from me.
No, I wasn't. I know, because I was like leaning up against you.
Maybe like here.
I was like this. I was waiting for you to. I was pretty close. Like, I was all up in your.
Anyway.
I was close enough to just like swoop in.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, anyways, all right.
It's probably too small to be noticeable.
Anyways, he didn't kiss me, and it's taking too long. So I went in and I kissed him.
So
I kissed him. He's the only guy that I have ever like kissed. Like, I went in for the kiss because I was, damn it, like, what's wrong with this dude?
There's the damn it again.
Yeah, I know. I gotta stop saying that. But yeah, I was like, what is wrong with this dude? I was like, okay, I'm just gonna kiss him. I'm just gonna do it. So
from my point of view, I was thinking to myself, all right, she's already rejected the kiss twice. And especially on the second date, I really thought I was getting the vibes, the signs to go ahead and give her the kiss, and she like clearly shut it down. It's like, I really think I'm getting the vibes right now, but I've already been wrong about that twice now.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe and then I was kind of like, you know what? It's the third date. At this point, I can give her a goodbye kiss, or we probably need to go separate ways. Things are moving too slowly here. Just like one little kiss. I was like, and then right when I was like about to go forward, she swoops in and gives me a kiss. And she's like, I was trying to get you to kiss me. I was like, well, I've tried to kiss you before. When have you tried? So there you have it.
Yep. It was a slow progression.
Yes. Really, this is more like the story of the first kiss, and not even like how we. Well, I guess. Well, pretty much we started dating that.
No, yeah. We started dating like a month after our first date. So here we are. Okay. That's it. That's how we met.
Nice finger guns.
Okay, guys, so that's like pretty much.
That's everything.
That's everything. If you guys
wanted to know, now you have 17 minutes of knowing.
No, the first 3 minutes are.
Oh.
Or like the first 4 minutes are.
Over 10 minutes of knowing.
All right. Well.
The more you know.
If you guys want to ask us any questions or anything of that nature,
post it in the comments.
Post it in the comments down below.
We should start doing like a comments.
Like a question?
Review, yeah.
Oh, like do like comments up here and like look at them?
Maybe. Something
or
like
that. Just like.
Whatever we want. We're
That's
flexible.
It. We're flexible. Alright, you guys. We will see you on Monday?
Whenever the next video
We'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye.